Hey, this will be a video chart on WAMUQ, Washington Mutual Incorporated. I think the last time I did it was last Friday when we had this nasty day here, and want to get it updated again. Still getting quite a few requests on it. Video won't be long, just because there's not much to say, only a couple things to point out. But what we have right now is kind of a channel, but it's not an exact channel because we have this trend line here that's kind of forming the upper half of or upper portion of the channel, and this trend line's obviously not going sideways, but it's going upward, so kind of got a funky looking channel. But I'll explain what I see, what's going on. But after last Friday, it's just big debacle of things. The next day, which was Monday, you can see the price tried to get back up above this trend line. Now this was our key support trend line, but because we closed below it, it became a key resistance trend line. And sure enough, right here, you can see on Monday, the price tried to get above it, got knocked back down. Then on Thursday, did get above it intraday, but by the end of the day, it closed back below it. And then, since then, today hasn't attempted to get up there. So right now, our former trend line here that was our support is now the resistance line, and that's going to be the key that the bulls need to get above if this chart has any hope at all of recovering. I mean, like I said last week, I don't really like the chances of it, but I guess crazier things have happened. So it's a possibility, I suppose, but at the same time, this is the line where if there's any hope at all, the bulls need to at least show that they can get back above, this former support trend line. Now, the bottom of the channel is this orange line here, and this is the 200-day simple moving average. Every time the price had basically tried to close below there, the bulls have held strong. Yes, we've had a few intraday moves below it, but each time that happens, the buyers come back in and push it up. And obviously, as long as the buyers are willing to buy around this area, the longer that's going to stay a support level. But that is pretty much the thing that if that doesn't hold, then I think it's basically only a matter of time before this low down here gets tested, and then obviously if that one doesn't hold, things are going to get probably pretty nasty and go lower. But for the time being, the bulls are being stubborn down here, but at the same time, the bears are being stubborn right up here at this resistance line. So it's kind of a wait and see right now to kind of figure out what's going to happen here. But this was a very neutral week. I guess you could probably call it somewhat bullish just because the price just didn't continue to tank like I think some thought it would after Friday. So the sideways action, I guess, in a sense was bullish. But next week, will kind of be, I think, the telling factor on what's going to happen. Whether it just be you get a bunch of little small narrow days like this that just keep going and going and going, or if we'll still see some up and down action that'll keep the traders interested. But if with moves like this, that's enough to keep day traders and so forth, active because there's enough there to scalp and make some profits. But if that starts to dry up and you get more days like today where the range was very small, that's going to turn a lot of people off and eventually volume will just die right out. But for now, we're kind of stuck in this channel and we'll just have to kind of see where it goes. But good week in the sense of it just didn't completely fall apart and keep going down. Did get some sideways action, so there's still people willing to buy it. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. Shoot me a message. If not, I would encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and subscribe to the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting good reviews. And then with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. It's all free. There's a good variety. We've been making some good money together on our selection, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. One more time, this is WAMUQ. Thanks for listening, and have a good weekend.